Yo, what's good, fam? It's Patrick Ross here, and today we're going to be playing a new game, Into the Breach. So let's get started. I have played this game a little bit before. It's a turn-based game. It's a strategy game. You have as much time as you want to think about your moves, but it can be pretty challenging to figure out what is the best one. So let's get right into it. Here we are. That's me. I look a little confused, I think, to be there. Let's change that name to the Patrick Ross, right? Not like that, bruh. All right, here we go. Patrick Ross, time traveler. That's pretty fair. So here's the squad. We got we can even change the squad. We got a combat mech, which is sort of a close combat fighting unit. Cannon mech, which is the intermediate range for pushing away enemies, and an artillery mech, which is more tactical, organizing the battlefield. So I'm going to try to cover some of the ideas for people who haven't played the game, but I don't want to waste too much time going over this stuff because it's, self-explanatory. Let's get started. All right, we're dropping in. Patrick Ross in the squad. All right, so the enemy in this game are the Vek, which are kind of bug-like creatures. And we're going to have to fight them on these different terrains to win the game. Let's start off with the grassy terrain. And we're meeting the Archive Incorporated head office CEO. We are from the future, I guess, and we're going to be helping out these Earthlings against the enemy. All right, cool. So we can pick different maps to fight in. This whole thing is, I guess, one continent, and these different maps are going to be battles that we need to win. If we win a battle, we get bonuses, which makes us gives us either more health or more money. For now, the stars are the money, the lightning signs are the health. Let's take one with both a little health and a little money. Plus, it gets us closer to all these other guys. So let's check it out. All right, we got tidal waves. That'll be something. So I'm not a really big chess player, but this game does very much remind me of chess in the sense it's an 8x8 board. We get to move our minions. Some are better than others. They all have like different moves, kind of like in chess. And there's a little tactics, there's a little strategy. So my intuition for when I pick the starting point for my units, and you can see I can pick anywhere in here to start my units. Here's me, the big boss, Patrick Ross. Is I put them in the middle of the board because that way I can cover everything. Like wherever the enemy goes, I get to go there. So I'm going to deploy in the middle. Mom, look, it's the boys. And I guess on this level, there's just water coming in. There's a tidal wave. Cool. So the way that the turn system works is kind of a little unfair for the enemy, I guess I'd say. So we get to observe exactly what they're going to do. They move physically around the tiles, and they declare what they're going to attack. So let's take this firefly, for instance. This firefly moved, and then it's declared that it is going to attack this building. If it does attack the building, we're going to take damage, right? We're going to go down one of our power grid units. And if we lose all of our power grid, then we lose. We lose the game. Big no-no right there. So they've moved and they have declared their attacks. Now it's our turn. We get to move and attack. So we get the advantage of knowing what they're going to do and moving first, and then finally they attack. One cool thing here is that my attacks not only do damage, but they also can move the other units. For example, I can go over here with my boss unit, and I can just kill this guy off. Great. So that was a passive bonus that just didn't like. Like my attack does 2 damage, it had 2 health. Get it out of here. Next, what I can do with this guy is actually just maybe we can move right on over here, and I can now shoot this guy. I do 1 damage, but I also move him, and I moved him into the water, which killed him because he was a ground unit. Smart move right there. So finally, we got Nicola Chavez. And Nicola is definitely one to not do much damage, mostly just to move units around. So I'm just going to back up a little bit and I'm going to be smart. So I could either attack it directly and do 1 damage, but I think what I'm going to do instead is attack this tile right here, just to push it into the, push it onto this emerging Vek to block it. So Veks spawn from the ground, which is strange because they're aliens, and I guess I usually think of aliens coming from space, but these guys come from the ground, and we can block them from spawning. If we have a unit right on top of where these arrows are, they don't get to emerge, and they do 1 damage to the unit that's here. So this Firefly is going to take a damage as the unit spawns. Now, I'm not really sure if this was a good unit, or like a good play, I guess, because this guy, my man, Nicolas Chavez, is going to get hurt. So I kind of feel a little regret, but I'm not too sad, because I really don't care about Nicolas Chavez. All right, cool. Oof, that hurt. And he's kind of like, he's already whining. Like, I don't know, man. Just don't worry about it yet. It's level 1, fight 1. You don't get to whine yet. All right, cool. So they've moved. They've declared exactly who they're going to attack. So this Firefly says it's going to attack me. This guy's going to attack the building. I'm on fire, which is not good. The way that the fire works is you can check the attacks and some of the passive effects up here, the attack order. So first I'm going to take fire damage, which does 1 damage every turn. So I'm going to die just because I'm on fire, which is kind of, I don't know, man. It's kind of not good. We might just have to not worry about that. These guys are not as much of a problem, though. One thing that I could do is I can definitely move. I can move over here and shoot this particular unit into doing absolutely nothing. I could move over here and I could punch this particular unit, but then I'd punch it into the building and I'd take damage. So that's not smart. Let's take that back. I feel like we've already made a big mistake. So you do get 1 nuclear option per turn. You do get to click the reset turn and start over from the beginning of that, just of that turn. So just, I don't make mistakes. It's just, I just wanted to show you guys that it's possible. You can do it if you were perhaps to make a mistake. So let's just maybe reset that a little bit smarter. So I'm going to move over here, shoot that Vek. Look at that. Boom. Now he's shooting nothing. My buildings are safe. This guy's going to die when something emerges from the ground. What a big noob. And I've got my guy, Patrick Ross, and I can do a little damage too. In fact, I can kill both of these units if I wanted to. I don't know if I really want to do that, though. It seems like maybe not the play. Although it is hard to say no to damage. And then I've got my guy over here who's hurt. Let's just heal him up. That removes the fire effect, which I didn't know, but now I look real smart because I did that. So he's all good. He's safe. So we're gonna have to deal with 1 turn without that guy. Let's just do a little damage, right? Let's just kill them both. Savage like that. So when they run into each other, they both take 1 damage. Very cool. Very cool. So now it's their turn, and look, they're all dead. I look super schmort. They dumb. And now you can see the countdown over here. Countdown for number of turns left. The game is like more of a survival game. You don't have to kill the enemy. You can. You get bonuses and you get maybe more experience and you get stronger because of it. But there's really no need to. It's all about just protecting these buildings that have the lightning bolts over. That's the name of the game. Just protect these lightning bolt buildings. Protecting your units is maybe second. So first priority, no lightning bolts get damaged. Second priority, my units don't get damaged. And like third priority is maybe, try to be cool, smart, strategy and things. So one annoying thing here is this guy's a flying unit. This guy's also a flying unit. This guy's a ground unit. Ground units can drown in the water, which is cool. So we could push this guy into the tidal wave and he'd go bye-bye. But it's already the last turn of the game, right? This is all I have to do is just survive this 1 turn. I've got 2 of my beautiful lightning bolts that are under attack. So I definitely need to get rid of these units, but that's like super easy, right? Like now you're doing nothing, and now you're gone, right? Like now this guy's attacking a mountain, which is not smart. And even like over here, all I have to do is just knock him away. So I didn't kill any of the units, right? They're still like around, but nothing bad's going to happen just because they're attacking nothing. Wow, you feel dumb now, I bet. You feel real stupid. Great. Yeah. So now we dab on them just a little bit. If that was still cool, it's not, so we don't do that anymore. We just kind of like celebrate quietly. Anyway, so we beat this particular map. We also got the bonuses. I got a star, which is money, and I got a lightning bolt, which is health. And you saw the little, now I've got, what is it, 7 health, 6 health, 6 health. And, as more of like the real important thing, the civilians were protected. I think there's 1,000 civilians for each map. So that's your goal. And you can see I got some experience. Of course, I got the most because Patrick Ross leads this team, but Nicola and the other guy whose name I don't know yet, or girl, is just kind of not important. Cool. So we beat that one level, and now new levels open up, right? We can either go to the Restoration Center, the Safeguard Valley, or Forgotten Hills. I personally prefer when the bonuses are mixed, when there's some money and some life. I want to get my power grid up to full. So I'm going to favor the Safeguard Valley. Let's go take it on. So we're going to get the same general idea, but there's like maybe the difference here is there's going to be some sort of different effect of the board that I'm fighting on. So last time we had the waves coming in. This time I've got ice. I've got air support. I don't even know what that's going to be yet. So let's drop my units. My strategy, like last time, is just to put them in the middle. And what's great about putting them in the middle this time is it kind of blocks too. Now the enemy is going to have a hard time getting over to this side of the board. All right, so I've got a skull and crossbones, not good. Looking at the air support. So what's going to happen on this particular map is the environment is someone's going to fly over with a plane and blow up these 4 tiles. So anything in these tiles dies. Unfortunately, they didn't consult me about it because I'm in the tiles and now I'm going to die. Not cool, bro. I also feel like we're already screwed. Like I have to get this guy out of the tiles. This guy's attacking a building and this guy's attacking a building. I'm not feeling good about my chances for this particular level. Let's see what we can do though. One thing, see, I'm being held by these, so if I didn't mention this already, I'm being held by these webs. So I just can't just move this unit already. The green cells are the places that you can move. Okay, we got Myra Tagani. I'm just gonna call her Myra. And we got Nicola, which are my minions. They're the followers. Obviously, the chief is your boy, Patrick Ross. But Patrick Ross is stuck here. So yeah, that's no good. Let's see what we can do. We're definitely gonna need to knock me out of being stuck. What I could do is see, I made all that noise about how you want to be in the middle of the map, but now I have a lot of regrets about all my units being close together in the middle of the map. I can hurt myself, but free this guy by taking this move. However, I'm never going to be able to cover both. The only unit that can move this guy is my artillery mech. So if I do want to have a chance of saving the people over here, I'd have to shoot them. It's just not going to happen. The losses happen. It's, bad things happen in warfare. It's all good. Of course, that guy complains because, why wouldn't you complain, I guess? But come on, man, not cool. I would prefer to him to die blocking a Vec than just get run over by the air support, which is not very helpful, and I don't like it. And then over here, I actually have a nice move. where I can just push him into the water. So yeah, the turn was decent, but not great because I'm going to take damage over here. If you're in the chat, this would be a good time for you to make fun of me for missing some better move foreseeably that existed, and just make me feel stupid. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, lads. So they're bombing me again, and I kind of feel like that's like not the point of the air support. Like the air support seems to be really targeting me and not the enemy. I don't know if it's supposed to be helpful or a hindrance. It feels really just like a hindrance. And then the way that the water is set up makes it really hard for me to move other units. For instance, if I push this guy 1 unit to the left, then he's going to be attacking this power plant. So I basically have to knock him to the right. And I think that's what we're going to have to do. Well, the air support also, okay, just a side note. We'll look at the attack order. The environment moves first here. So although this building seems to be in danger, it's actually not, because this Hornet is going to get blown up before it attacks the building. So we can ignore this unit safely. I really wish I could get slightly farther to the right, but that's okay because we can work as a team. You know, I can rely on my helpers to help me get what I need so that we can, you know, kill these Vex, these assholes. I'm going to move here. One thing you can do is instead of attacking, you can heal. So I think like we saw before, I'm going to take that, I'm going to just make a healing movement instead of attacking. So now I'm all set. I've got my units. You know, I've only got 1 damage. Yeah, you know, that happened. We're just going to pretend like it didn't. Still doing good. Still doing good. You can remember when you stand over the Vex where they're planning to emerge, you stop them from emerging for a turn, and you take damage. But it does make it kind of easier to manipulate the board, right? Because now I've only got 2 enemies to deal with. I can really focus on positioning myself, and I'm getting bombed again. Ah, man, rough. Why me? Why me? Okay, so we've got a new unit. This, I guess it looks like Tentacruel. I'm not really sure. This flying squid. Scion. This flying soldier Scion gives a passive bonus. It gives all other Vex 1 more HP as long as the Scion is alive. And that makes this guy kind of like it's got 4 health instead of 3, and this is going to stack when more units come out. So it's just annoying. So I'm going to 100% want to get rid of this guy ASAP. And I feel like I wish that interaction was somehow cleaner, because I feel like it would have been nice if so he went down 1 unit of health, but I wish he would have lost a unit of health. I kind of wish it went that way. It doesn't. I can knock him back into blocking another Vec, and he'll die from that, which is great. And let's bring Nicola back more into the center of the fight and heal Nicolas Chavez back up to full health. I look super good. I look so good in this game. And I'm sure the air support is going to bomb me yet again. Myra, I can't complain. Stop complaining. Yep. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm right in the middle and now stuck thanks to a web. Okay, so we got 3 enemies, 3 of us. We should be fine. Mono a mono. Last turn of this particular level. The only problem is that Myra is like dead center in this air support zone, and I'm stuck there. So I feel like that should have just been a big no-no for the pilot, but he did it. He went and did it. He wasn't bothered. The other kind of annoying thing is I need this unit perhaps to knock this guy out of the way, but I'm not going to be able to do that either. So, great. Perhaps the best I can do is I could definitely move back and fire here, which would get my, get this tank. I think it's Myra, right? This is Nicola, yeah. I'd get Myra out of the danger zone. Nice. And then Myra could take that unit out. So I think, yeah, it's totally fine. It's all good, right? No problems, no problems. I don't really like you. at all. You're kind of mean, and now you're shooting your own guy. So yeah, get out of here, man. All right, cool. So again, kind of like before, we didn't actually kill any of the Vex. We just moved them around. And since it's the last turn of the game, that's a totally fair way to play it. Although I am on fire here, I'm only going to take 1 damage. We're all going to survive. We're going to make it through. Yeah, thanks a lot, man. It's always good to keep in mind the attack order. So whenever you're coming up with your plan of attack, you might want to check and see what order the opponents and the environment are moving in to help figure out what's going to happen first. So I saved people. It wasn't perfect. We didn't save everyone. So we lost 1 lightning bolt. We lost 1 power during the fight. However, we gained it back. So it's kind of a draw. It's kind of a draw. We got some experience. We're ready to fight another day. All right, great. So that's the first episode of this Let's Play. We cleared 2 levels amazingly. We got both of the bonuses. We're all set for some more battles. And next time we'll also get into the units, thinking about how we're going to select upgrades to make these units stronger in the future. All right, peace, guys.